hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today I just kind of wanted to share with you a new addition to my collection. This isn't going to be a real review per se. I just recently did some trading with a local person here. Hey, Mr. Joseph, if you're out there watching this, and came up with this, and I'm really excited about it. It's probably one of the coolest pieces in my collection as far as vintage goes. Probably the only one I love more than this watch is my old 1984 or early 1980s Seiko 7548 that I bought when I was a kid. But anyways, what we have here is what I'm pretty sure, and guys, forgive me, I'm not an expert on these 6139-6002 models. There's a few variations of them. I know they're commonly referred to as the Pogues. And I know that there's actually what's considered the true Pogue out there. The real expert, I think, on YouTube is Spencer Klein. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, go out there and subscribe because he's like I consider the Seiko guru. But he knows a lot more about these watches than pretty much anyone else I've looked at. But yeah, I picked this up, and this is by checking the date codes online and stuff like that, this is a 1972 Seiko Pogue variant. I think these are referred to as the Aussie Pogue because of this kind of grayish black bezel ring, the internal bezel ring. And that, if you guys aren't aware of that, that does spin with the dial, as you guys can see there. You can actually move that around for timing and stuff like that. This is a chronograph watch. From what I understand, it's a good idea to keep on these vintage models the chronograph running because of, I think, there's a clutch in there that when you stop it, it kind of holds the mechanism in, like suspends it, and it can actually start to wear that clutch out. So I've been running mine, with the chronograph going, and it's keeping amazingly great time. I don't know a whole lot about the service history on this watch. The gentleman I got it from, he wasn't quite sure, but the watch really seems to have been taken care of. My friend did tell me that the movement is super clean. I haven't taken the back off the watch. There's really no reason to. The watch is running very, very well. And I trust him. He's shown me pictures of all the movements in his watch and stuff. So, yeah, but I'm really, really happy to add this to my collection. Now, I think that this is an original band, or at least an Arab band. Obviously, it matches up with the case on the, these had a very strange case setup and stuff, and this matches very well. The clasp on this one is not a Seiko clasp. Now, I got this thing on here. Let's see if I can get it off. Yeah, take it off the plastic so we can look at it. But the band does feel, era. So super, super comfortable. It's a Jubilee bracelet, an original Jubilee style bracelet. Simple clasp, like I said, not the Seiko marked one, which I wish it did have. But on here we can see the back. Now it has this plastic on here. I'd love to think that this is original plastic to this watch. That would be amazing. But I'll show you guys, if I can get my camera to focus here, the case back. And you guys can see the 6139-6002. Water resistant, Japan J down there, and the 278526 serial number, which I think that this indicates being the 6139 1970s era. I think that too indicates this is a 1972 model. But these are just really amazing watches. I have not done a whole lot of studying on them, but obviously they are considered a space watch because Colonel Pogue wore one of these on his space mission on his left wrist, and his Omega Speedmaster on his right wrist. So I'm not going to get too into that because I don't know all the history. I just really wanted to show you guys this watch. Super excited to have it. Everything seems to be totally original on it. The hands look really, really good. They don't appear to be messed with in any way. The crystal appears to be original with these scratches that are in it and stuff like that. The dial's in really great shape. I think that it looks to me to be an original dial. Very, very slight loom still left on this dial. It was pretty cool. I took it out in the bright light and I did my little loom test just for myself. I probably can't capture it on camera, so I'm not going to do that. But it was really cool to see how much loom this 1972. You could probably read it for about a minute or two before it just fades out completely. But it's really neat that it still works. These models had, I don't know if it's because they were an Australian model or what they called the Aussie model. I don't really know even about that, but they do have the Roman day wheel there, which I think is awesome. I've never had a watch with the Roman day wheel, and of course it has the date function. So very cool watches. If you guys don't know how the date function works on these, you push this in one time and you push it in slightly, it'll change the date, and if you push it in all the way, it'll actually change the day and the date at the same time. So you set the day, and then you can go back and push it once at a time to set the date on the watch. So very, very cool watch. I'm so excited to have this in the collection. Just wanted to share it with you guys. And, you know, maybe down the road I'll do kind of a little bit more of a talk on it, maybe a little bit more of the history. You know what, let me set it down here, and I will get a wrist shot for you guys, just to show you what this looks like on my wrist. It's nice to have an old vintage watch on its bracelet like this that feels good and it fits. I've worn this the heck out of this since I've gotten it. So yeah, look at that. Very cool watch. These Pogues were that color combination that you just didn't think could work together, but it really just, I don't know, does for me anyways. A lot of people don't like these yellow, or what do you want to call them, gold or yellow dials. I love it. Cool watch. They added the collection. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. All right, thanks, guys.